It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken.
Everyone from Washington, D.C. The Wizards playing host to an Eastern Conference affair here at the Verizon Center. And the Nets head back to Brooklyn after today's contest. This is a team showing a better record this year over last. This was their goal, and it's coming to fruition so far.
And right now for Brooklyn, if the season were to... today, they find themselves right in the playoff hunt. That's some serious progress for a team that struggled so much of last year.
Unfortunately, the season doesn't end today. There's a long way to go, but still, it looks like they're on the right track.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got, Tiggs in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jared Jack. And it's Johnson in at the small forward spot. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game. The first one falls. He's off on the second. So for the Wizards, their last game a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
The offense just struggled mightily in that game. They went stretches where points just became very difficult to come by.
And ironically, their play wasn't that bad. It was just their shot making that went AWOL.
And he gets it to go. No problem on the three from Freak. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Wall kicks to Beal. Nene setting the pick for Wall. Beal gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Johnson, the pass to Freak. Dishes it to Lopez. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. One of their harder tasks in this game will be finding a way to slow down the explosive scorer, Joe Johnson. He said there isn't any one answer, as Johnson can and will play so many different roles in an offense throughout the course of the game. He said he can initiate plays as well as finish plays. We'll just have to make sure we don't lose track of them. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Tiggs. That drops. Freak's got 5 now.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Brooklyn on defense. They lead by 4. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Just looking at the stats, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Freak dishes to Lopez. Pass to Freak. And Jack kicks to Freak. No good with the triple. Freak's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Nene. Beal's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Nets have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And that one misses. Washington trailing, and they're moving it up. Here's Wall. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. They're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. For Brooklyn, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Jack against Wall. And a wide-open look for Freak. Can't capitalize on the good pick. Wizards shooting it from their comfort zone so far. In this one, 57% from the field. And the shot's good from Nene.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here is Jack. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Beal. Lopez passes to Jack. Can't get it to go. Now Washington takes it the other way. This game against Brooklyn here, it's their first look at the Nets.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it. But one of them has got to win tonight.
Kicks to Beal. A 3-ball. Some solid defense from Johnson.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And that one's good. Free.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Washington making some changes. Reggie Evans, who's checked in for Nene. Washington shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. So for Brooklyn now, Tiggs. He's in at shooting guard. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. Then there's Chris Kaman. And Sloan with the 1 spot.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
It's tipped. And now it's Neal running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And it's Freak missing. Wizards leading by 4 to the middle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. The Wizards shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one drops. Brook Lopez is checked in for Chris Kaman. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Nets trail by 5. There's the feed to Freak. And the rebound goes to Nene.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 30 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And that's Evans penetrating. He dishes it to Wall. The basket good off the assist from Evans. And that's now 11 points for Wall. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
To the right side. Nice ball movement by Washington. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Nets trail by 7. Freak kicks to Lopez. Here's Tiggs. Off target from three-point range.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Well, now let's check out the rookies shooting the highest percentage over the last 10 games of Terry. Washington making some changes. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Green. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Gary Neal. The Nets also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Donald Sloan. And Jack, here we go. Here's Young. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Just too dominant in the low post to let him have the ball in that close.
Really simple opportunity for him. I mean, that's his bread and butter there.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Fires it up. A rebound by the Nets.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Nene, the screen. Feeds it to Evans. It's Wall with the drive. Good D by Lopez.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
That's good.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Here's Wall. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Shaq with it. He's picked up by Wall. And it's Freak missing.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Hill has the open look. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, they've got them on their heels the way they've been running the ball up and down, right down their throat.
Yeah, some explosive plays we're seeing now in transition have really keyed this run.
And Young kicks to Jack. The pass to Freak. The shot no good. And the Wizards now going the other way.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's going wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Beal dishes to Evans. Hill fires. They get it back. Nene. Good defensive work there by Young.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they need to continue to press that advantage. They've got to get back to that. Don't go away from that. It's been working so well for them. Stay with it.
And the foul on Jarrett Jack. That's his first foul. Gortat's checked in. And so we wrap up the first half. Washington out in front, up 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game. That's all I got.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Nene and Gortat team up in the paint. Lachelle and Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt, and it's Green in a good 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Jack against Wall. Here's Gortat in the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says thank you very much and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Tiggs. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
You got it. Let's get
and Jack kicks to Freak. Now the dish to Young. Nets passing it around. Launches it. Rebound by Nene. Nene's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of. I don't think fancy spin moves are his strong suit. He should stay away from that stuff because apparently it only throws off his shot.
And that one's good. Freak.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Wizards leading by 10. Outside, Wall. Nene with the screen on Jack. Here's Gortat, and it's sent back by Lopez. Johnson kicks to Freak. The shot is off. And Washington the other way now. Inside, here's Wall, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And that one's good. Freak. Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Nene, the screen. Ball passes to Nene. To the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Freak. 13th in blocks, 14th in scoring, and not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And, you know, you try to muscle up shots against him, and it's tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector.
Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Gary Neal's checked in for the Wizards. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Chris Kaman has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Joe Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Here's Sloan, covered by Wall. And that one's good. Free.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. To the middle. Here's Neal. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Neal's got 9.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
There's a screen by Robinson. It's deflected. Pass to Freak. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes to Kaman. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Freak missing.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And Sloan kicks to Freak. Kaman dishes to Freak. It's Robinson, top of the key. To the wing right side. Freak passes to Robinson. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Sloan.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
Wizards making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Nets trail by 12. So for Brooklyn now, Tiggs in a 2-guard. Young out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Johnson, and it's Jack in at the 1.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
He feeds it to Lopez. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Lopez has got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Wall against Jack. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
We've seen John Wall handling his business. He has 17 points and 7 assists.
And we really just need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stats.
In Kellogg's, right? In Kellogg's. Wizards making a switch here. Bortot's checked in. They set the screen. And Jack kicks to Freak. Lopez dishes to Johnson. Pass to Freak for 3. Green with the rebound.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Screen by Young. Baseline try. Here's Lopez. Bortot with the block. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Tiggs.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
That's his third personal foul, second team foul.
Wall passes to Hill. Beal from long range, and the Wizards hit again from deep.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
And Jack kicks to Freak. They get the rebound. Young, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up. Pigeon.
And again, it's John Wall. Wall's got 9 points now in just the second half.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Joe Johnson on the wing, guarded by Green. Launches a three, and Freak gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. And that's 20 points for Freak.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Inside, here's Beal. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Beal's got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, a little touch of class there at the end of the play as he is able to convert on the finger roll.
Nene, he's checked in for Solomon Hill. Lopez dishes to Jack. Back to Lopez. Freak passes to Young. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
And Beal kicks the Wall. Lets it go from 14. Again, the miss by Wall.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Freak. Washington's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Wall dishes to Green. He kicks to Nene. From 13, and that one's good. And the Wizards lead by 12.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Wizards.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA. To push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It
too.
sure is. It sure is.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for John Wall. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Brad.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
He was doing some serious battling.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille